Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Al-Shai, Bashem, Rahab, Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, many blessings and salutations unto the hopeful elect, the house of David. The Bayaf Dawadah from these epistles are written for in these last days. Shalom to the elect. This is going to be a real quick lesson, but as y'all already know, we are just coming to 2025, and the Lord is entertaining but serious about these prophecies, and these things are going to happen and increase and increase and increase. This is not going to go away. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai, these are things that were already written, that were already in the spirit, okay, before they manifest, and you're watching it manifest right now on earth. And you see these things that are happening as far as this terrorist attack. Okay, you got to be careful on YouTube. You know how it go. And there's going to be a narrative. They're already painting it. This is why we tell brothers, and and the elders and apostles have been telling us, and since day one, right, coming into this thing, once you finally truly understand what you're in, you have to continue to watch. You have to be watching the whole time, but you have to really, really watch, because this devil is painting a narrative where they're going to use the public's angst, right, and anger, okay, towards terrorists, okay, and they're going to we're going to be public enemy number one. That's where it's all going. Brothers can see it. We see the play. We see what's going on. We know what Esau's going to do. Okay, we telling him what he's going to do. And, there's no surprise as to what he's doing here. He's clearly setting up where, these guys are homegrown, and they're doing all this damage. And all we're doing is teaching the Bible. That's all we're doing. We go out week in and week out. We prophesy. And we go home. We go to, you go to wherever you place of work, you raise your kids, and you know what I'm saying, and you go back to your wives and girlfriends, and such and such, and that's the end of, but these people, they're offended by this message. That's why it's so powerful. Okay, they're offended by what the Bible has to say about their very society. So they want to, they know they can't fight against the message itself, right? So they just ad hominem them and just like let's attack the messenger, right? But we tell you all the time that it does not matter what you do against us, which, yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. We tell brothers all the time, it's going to be super uncomfortable. Prepare for that uncomfortableness, right? We also tell Esau, who's the portrayer of, the portrayer of this type of action, right, while attacking the messenger, not the message, that you have a limited time for that. It's not going to go the way you think it's going to go, Esau. You're going to be addressed by Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai, whether you want to or not. You have a lot of built up situations that the Lord wants to address. Okay, going all the way back to the garden. So there's no way of you getting out of this judgment. Let's get into this article, and then we're going to pull a few precepts, and then we're going to get up out of here. Lord willing, this is edifying. So you already know what happened yesterday in New Orleans and Las Vegas and possibly other cities. This is from RT News. It says U.S. official warn about copycat terrorist attacks. What is that gearing you towards? That's gearing you towards there's more. There's sleeper cells. There's this. There's that. Now when brothers go out and preach, then now they're going to be like, oh, wow, okay. And now they're going to be vigilant, right? People are going to, and brothers, please understand, these people are going to come up to our camps, and they're going to announce their presence, right? I was watching a video, Anton, our favorite Israelite, non-Israelite, all right, well, at least one of my favorites, oh, you guys are weird, oh, yeah, I side-eye them, right? I side-eye them, not knowing that we side-eye you, dude. been side-eyeing you. Okay, you're a Christian, bro. You're a Christian in America, bro. You're the worst type. Anyway, it says the New Orleans attack suspect pledged allegiance to ISIS. And it's funny how, Donald Trump said that he eviscerated them, right? Funny how that works. We know that this is a CIA created group, okay? And it's funny how all that happened, and now you got over in Syria, where they had a major coup just happen. All right, where Bashar al-Assad, he was removed from office forcefully through a coup. Okay, and now you have this situation going on. You got the Mossad, all right, in the background. Okay, you still got the situation over in Gaza. These things are not mutually exclusive by themselves. They all play a narrative, and if you're watching, you're noticing that narrative, or at least you're starting to really notice it. Okay, which has promoted vehicle ramming attacks since 2014. It says U.S. law enforcement agencies fear the deadly New Year's attack in New Orleans could trigger a copycat incident. And you see this, the narrative they pushing. Let's get the scripture real quick. Okay, this is the narrative they're pushing, and we understand what that narrative is and how is it going to affect us. All right, that's why through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, we don't run away from. If you want the kingdom of heaven, I'm speaking directly to brothers and sisters, right? If you want the kingdom of heaven, the Lord said this is what comes with it. You're gonna have a little skin in the game, so to speak, right? You got to have something on the line if you want to win the Super Bowl, which is the kingdom of heaven, right? This is Isaiah 29:20. It says, "For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off." It says that make a man an offender for a word, and that is where we're headed. He's going to, because you said something, right, against his society as currently constructed, where it's chaos everywhere. We don't know what a man is. We don't know what a woman is. We don't know what a frog is. We don't know what a snake is, right? But what we do know is that you're not the Hebrew Israelites. That's where we are in 2025, according to his Greco-Roman calendar. Okay. Esau is a damn weirdo, but he is a funny one. And so we're barreling towards his end, and he knows it. And now he's getting ready to go all out, balls to the wall. Okay. Isaiah 29:21, it says that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. And that gate is representative of the leadership. And so we're the ones that are reproving, we're rebuking. Okay, we're rebuking through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai this society, and they have absolute contempt for that. How dare you? That's where they are. Okay, don't critique my situation. Okay, and then benefit off of it. That's what they're thinking. But you're a beneficiary of Yahweh Shema Shai setting you up in the first place. Anyway. Isaiah 29:21, it says that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for them that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just from a thing of naught. That's right. So he wants the public, okay, to rail against domestic heroists, okay, and we're lumped in that according to the what's that? I forget. Southern Poverty Law Center. Right. According to the Southern Poverty Law Center. All right. We are domestic heroists. OK, we're not. No, we just guys that read the Bible on the corner. But the narrative is already out, and they already have their goons. OK, such as Anton Daniels that are going to push this narrative and Vocab Malone. We don't know the characters. We see you coming. We know who you are. You know who we are, right? We ain't doing nothing but reading the Bible. But Esau, that's not good enough for Esau, because Esau doesn't see action. He's like, well, why these guys, and now he's gonna do work on our behalf. That's what all these dummy groups are set up for. That's why we tell brothers and sisters, please pay attention to the movement of those who call themselves Israelites. And it's all wonky and weird and all over the place. And then this, you take note of that. Okay? Take note of that. All right, this is again, Isaiah 29:21. It says that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and to turn aside the just from a thing of naught. That's right. So they understand they need to have events. That's how Esau is running this. He needs to have events to convince the people that he needs public approval. All right. So that he can go out and actually make moves. And if we are men of the Lord, just minding our business, but cursing this place out as we do daily, on the daily, week in and week out, prophesying the downfall and destruction of Babylon the Great, okay, well, people obviously would have a problem with that. And that's fine, because that's prophecy, okay? Revelation 6:4 says, and there went out another man. It's like this is Revelation 6:4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red. And that red is referring to Esau, okay? Esau, Edom, them as so-called white people today. It says, and power was given unto him, which the horse represents power, okay? And power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. This is him taking peace from the earth right now. Going out, causing false flag attempts, false flag situations, okay? And pushing it off as, oh, this is the work of some nefarious small splinter group. Well, meanwhile, Esau is across the world just being a complete demon, stealing resources, creating coups. But it's this small splinter group. Shut the hell up, Esau, right? This is Revelation 6:4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And this is a part of his sword. Creating economic coups, creating actual coups, all right, going through the earth, putting this group against this group, right? Why is there a South Korea and a North Korea? It should just be Korea. Okay? But that's the mark of the devil, man, right? And yes, the devil is a spiritual entity, but also there's a physical entity known as the devil. And today he refers to himself as the white race. We know better. That didn't start until around the 1600s, around 1680s. Okay? But before then, he was calling himself the Romans. Before then, he was calling himself the Greeks. Okay? That's when he came into power. And he's metamorphed himself to this point, and now he's calling himself white. This is insanity. This is absolutely insanity. Let's go back in the article. And now he's going to paint a narrative like it's everybody else's fault but his. That's why we're laughing this devil out of the fucking room, man. This is back in the article. It says on January 1st, y'all already know what happened during the New Year's celebrations. Blah, blah, blah. The guy who did it, 42-year-old U.S. Army veteran, all right, from Texas, drove a rented F-150 pickup truck into a crowd, resulting in 14 fatalities, injuring around 35 others. After crashing the vehicle, Jabbar exited and engaged in a shootout with police, during which he was fatally shot. Jumping down, it says, according to ABC, the intelligence bulletin stresses that ISIS has been promoting vehicle ramming attacks since 2014 and has intensified calls for low-tech mass casualty assaults in recent months, particularly in light of the Israel-Hamas conflict. And that's another thing. Now, this is going to give the green light, which I wouldn't be surprised if the Mossad was behind some of this. But anyway, this is going to give those Israelis, okay, the sect of the 1948 kind, right? The Israelis, is going to give them green light, okay, to, hey, we need to really shut down all forms, any forms of anti-Semitic, any form. That means if you ever said anything against, all right, the fighting that's been going on, or in how even the state even formed, if you got anything to say about this society, period, this is going to give them a chance to suspend habeas corpus, all right, and they're gonna take you as a judge, and you're gonna be sitting in there with no rights. Okay, that's where they're going with this. But the Lord said, be vigilant, right? The Lord said, be vigilant, okay? Salakia. The Lord said to be vigilant, all right, knowing that this was a part of the prophecy. Watching and praying, fasting, being on guard, being circumspect, understanding this is a part of the job too. Joshua 1:7, it says, only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law, which according to the law, part of the law is you have to, if you are a Hebrew Israelite, okay, you have the spirit, and you know a few precepts as the apostles and elders and bishops push week in and week out. You know a few precepts, you better get your ass out there. Right? You have entered into a fight. All right. You have entered into a war. Okay. That's going back generations. Just by clicking this video. Okay. Just by the mere fact of that. You've entered into a war. This is the information stage. But eventually Esau is going to come down like a ton of bricks onto the Hebrew Israelites, us. Even if you don't acknowledge it yourself that you're a Hebrew Israelite, right, Anton? You are an Israelite, dude. You ain't gonna acknowledge it, yeah, whatever. But those who think like him, all right? Esau don't give a damn that you denouncing it. He gonna take your ass out too. That's what y'all don't get. You by the fact that you were born and that you're here and that you're breathing air out your nostrils, you are a threat to his system. That's what you don't get. So there ain't gonna be no amount of voting for Donald Trump or Elon Musk or whatever is gonna get you out of what's coming. And you damn sure ain't gonna avoid the missiles when the Lord brings those. Okay, this is Joshua 1:7. It says, only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law, which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. That's right. So understand, don't get out of balance. Don't be out of season doing all weirdo shit like this Jabbar guy. Right, I'm not sure if he's an Israelite. There was some disgust about that. Right? Yeah, but the Lord ain't telling us to go out here and drive no damn vehicles. Nah, man, we ain't doing no shit like that. Okay? Creating chaos. Nah, man. You know what kind of impact we make? We go out with Bibles in our hands. All right, and other literature that supports the Bible, okay, and we come out with facts, all right, and we tell you that you are no different than any other society that came before you. You're no different than any other kingdom that came before you. You're gonna be destroyed. Joshua 1:9. It says, "Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. That's right. Don't be dismayed. This is going to be crazy. Listen, it's already crazy. I was just talking to brothers in the inbox. This is a part of understanding what you came into. This is acknowledgement of what the Lord wants. And we've accepted it. It's the rest of the world who has not. But they will be drugged, just kicking and screaming by the Lord. Funny how the drones have just disappeared out of the news. Funny how that just happened. Now they're orbs now. Esau is in crisis management right now. He doesn't know if he's coming or going, but we do. Okay, this is Joshua 1:9. It says, have not I commanded thee, be strong and of a good courage. That's right. It says, be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord Yahweh thy power is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. And this goes for the men, women, and children of the hopeful elect. These devils are going to come, and they're going to come ferociously. Let's get Revelation, the main one, right? But we're going to go to 10 first, because this is a precept towards Isaiah 29:20 and 21. Because we will be blamed. We will be blamed. And this is an uncomfortable fact, but a fact nonetheless. Right? This is Revelation 12:10. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation. That's what we waiting on. Okay? And strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser, which is them Edomites, okay? For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. And that's where he's headed. He's coming out of power. He's going into the dust, which represents confusion. He's going into the dust where he belongs. He does not deserve leadership of this earth anymore. He has done a terrible job running this earth, and he knows it. So now he's seeking to try to wipe everything clean and start over and try to destroy the Lord. That's how you know this guy is on some different type of narcotics, okay? He's going to try to destroy the creator who created him. Okay. Revelation 12:10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before the Most High day and night. And this is going to work on 2/3 of the nation of Israel. 2/3 of the nation of Israel will be decimated by this devil. But before they're decimated, they will do damage as well. That's the other part of the pancake, right? The other side of it is that, hey, Jake is going to be out here doing damage when it really goes down. When Esau finally drops the mask and shows those horns, right? For Revelation 12:11, it says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, which is Yahushua. We're talking about the elect in this section, right? It says, and by the word of their testimony, which is the spirit of prophecy, right? It says, and they love not their lives unto death. And if that's what comes with it, that's what comes with it. Because could you imagine living in this earth with a damn tracker inside your body? You're a damn pet. You're a pet, man. You are going to have to adhere to everything they say and do, where you can go, when you can do it. And if you don't do it, they're going to turn your chip off. You're going to be a damn pet. And because people don't understand life and death, they don't understand the process of it, they fear it. So they're like, well, I just live with it, like Anton Daniels. Like, you going to take that chip, boy. You going to take that chip. I see it in your eyes, boy. You love your money. You going to take that chip, boy. And the Lord's going to effing destroy you. Okay? This is Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to ye inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, All right, which the sea is talking about the people. Okay, especially people of this world. Okay, and the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. He understands his time is shortening. He doesn't have as much time as he had before, so now he's in overdrive. And he's out here kicking up these catfish schemes, man. All right, he's cooking up all these scams. Okay, and he's doing all of this knowing that his time is shortening, so he's gonna have to come with major events. And as we were saying, the Lord is getting ready to let work that final work. And Esau knows that he's going to try to fight against the Lord, but it's not going to work. Okay? It's like it. Back in the article, it says the bulletin reportedly provides law enforcement with guidance on recognizing signs of potential attacks. Understand what he's saying here. There's potentially more of them. So what does that mean? That means we need to be on the lookout. That means we need to report any weird, suspicious, such as guys that are on the corner reading the Bible, putting up lessons, talking about the society that they're currently in and how wicked it is. That's weird activity according to the world. And 2/3 of the nation of Israel, right? You're not going to be able to code switch on this one. You're going to have to make a decision. And a lot of you have already made those decisions. I point out Anton Daniels, but I'm telling you, he represents a large majority of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that are lukewarm, thinking that you're Christian, thinking that you on fire. You know a little something about dating. That's cool, right? If I want to learn about modern dating, I'm gonna come to you. But I'm damn sure I'm finna come to you about the Bible. Okay, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, right? This is back in the article. It says, including pre-operational surveillance, right? And the use of fraudulent documents or credit to rent vehicles. So they're going, what's the best way to lock this down, right? Where they're not going to be able to just use fraudulent, anything, right? To make purchases. Well, off the top of my dome, it would be the chip. It would be the RFID microchip, according to Revelation 13. That's a good way, right? It says, while investigators have connected Jabbar to ISIS-inspired motives, there is currently no evidence of the involvement of additional co-conspirators yet. Esau is setting up the play. That's why I'm naming this this lesson. We can all see the play. And brothers, this is what comes with it. We're not ignorant of Esau's devices. We know what he's doing. This is Revelation 2:10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." Death is nothing more than a transition into the spiritual world, man. Esau can't kill your spirit, okay? Revelation 2:11, and he that have an ear, let
tap the chest, see what you get.
It's like it. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. What is that referring to? That's referring to the nuclear war, the nuclear holocaust that's going to come as a result of Babylon the Great getting ready to be purged out of the power seat, led by Esau Edom. He calls himself the so-called white man today. And those 1948ers, they will be purged from out of the power seat as well. The next rulers in the new world will be the Hebrew Israelites. People laugh at it now, but it won't be so damn funny when it happens. And it will happen. Because it's written. We're reading about it. These people are annoyed. And also, there's nothing they can do about it. Right? Back in the article. The investigation into January 1st attack reportedly revealed bomb-making materials at a residence linked to Jabbar in Houston. It says the authorities have since indicated that they do not believe any other suspects were involved. Yet. I threw that in there. Yet. We know how this goes, though. We know how this goes. They're trying to link this back to us, and they're going to use puppets like Vocab Malone and Anton Daniels and all these guys. They're going to use them to say, see. And you don't understand. You're on the losing side, guy. You're on the losing side. Let's get Romans, my favorite, right? Damn, scam likely, man. This is Romans 8:31. It says, What shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us? Nobody. Not even our own people. 2/3 can't stop this, although they wish they could, but they can't because they're too comfortable in their slavery. They want to stay in this captivity, and yes, your physical flesh will stay here if you're 2/3. Your physical, who you are right now, you in the flesh, you will stay here in America, because that nonsense cannot come on the chariot. That will not be tolerated. That's not going to go into the kingdom of heaven. That seed line will be cut off. The only seed line that matters is the house of David. That's the only seed line that matters. And through that seed line is how those same wicked niggas that are doing this nonsense right now, leading the charge against the very heritage they come from, okay, whether they acknowledge it or not, will be their demise. And it will be sensational, okay? Romans 8:31, it says, What shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us? So we don't give a damn how Esau comes. We know he's coming. He's figuring his way towards the main goal, which is to chip the entire world and to eliminate the Hebrew Israelites off the earth entirely, and to destroy the Lord, his creator, our creator, everyone's creator. But he's our actual father. He ain't your father. Okay? So I pray that this lesson was edifying for those of you that have the eye salve and the ears to hear. Right? And I just use it at times. I watched some of his videos, and this guy just so. I used to watch Vocab as far as, the apostles used to address him. and I would listen to his points, and this guy's all over the place. And they represent those that are paying them to come with the foolishness. And all we're doing is addressing it. Ain't nothing you could do about it. So with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Al Shai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash, Shalom to the elect.